Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm glad you're here. If you are new, welcome. Thank you for clicking on my link to give me a try. If you're returning, you know me, so you know what I'm about to say. Just to warn the new people. I am a crafter that loves to do a lot of different things. Talk, sew, knit, crochet. None of it is in order except talk. I do that a lot. I do that most, well, I have a YouTube channel, so I talk a lot. Probably more than most people like, but you know, that's okay. I'm not for everybody. That's that, and I'm okay with that. But if you want to hang around, grab your project, grab you something to drink, and I'm going to go through a few things with you. I am looking at, it is a little later in the day. I just got out of the shower, but my day's been really, really crazy productive. I just didn't take a shower right after my workout. For one, it is nicely starting to chill out a little bit here in the South. I mean, not cool, but it is not to where after my walk, I'm like pouring sweat or anything. So there wasn't a rush to get in the shower this morning. So finally, after I ate lunch, I was like, you know what? Let me jump in the shower before I hit record because I look like I'd been working out. Okay? I do have some finished makes. I have plans of things I want to do, and I will just get right into it. Now, after my video Monday, now, the first two the first original 2 bags sold, right? That was my Regal Roosters and my chickens and coop. Now these are the ones that I showed Monday. They were sold almost as soon as the video went out. And then I had another order for a ladybug. This one is so much fun to make for me because I love ladybugs. Ladybugs are just, they're so cool. Now, I have been places to where they are just all over the place, and then I've been places like every now and again I'll see 1 or 2 in the house, and I think they're adorable. Yes, I know they're male. Oh, I'm pretty sure they're male. I might be talking outside of my head, but anyway, I do love a good ladybug. So when I found this fabric, I was so ecstatic, and apparently y'all like ladybugs like me, because this is, I think, the 3rd ladybug bag that I've had on order. All right, and then a lovely little somebody. You know who you are. Actually. Deb is the reason why I wanted the Regal Rooster fabric to begin with, because she had sent me some fabric and that her and her mother had shopped at a quilt shop for, and she only had enough for me. I think it was a medium bag. Correct me if I'm wrong, Deborah, but I think it was a medium bag that you wanted for that one. And it's a good thing, because with that fabric you want to try to highlight the roosters, so you do end up, like I said last week, or last Monday, or no, yes, Monday. Y'all, my days are all kind of messed up. So I wanted to be able to get that, and I was able to find that fabric, thankfully. So, and Deb wanted these 2, which is not to be meant to be confused with this one. You know, these 2. So I've just finished remaking these, and I'm gonna get these out to you. So I'm sitting here, and there's a ton of things that I need to get done today. And my daughter-in-law was like, you know, if you're wanting an outside day, I'm going to be out in the garden, and, you know, Brantley always likes to get involved. If you're involved with it, do you want to come down? And I'm like, oh, not today. I needed to record this video. I've got to can my green beans, which it's 2:30 now, so it's already edging too close for me to get these beans canned today, because I have a whole bunch of beans. It's probably going to be at least 2 canning sessions, and that was just one harvest of my greenhouse. So I need to get those canned up. And then I have to get my pegboard. I have to get wood added to my pegboard, because I'm making some changes here in the craft room, in my work room. And I do want to share all those with y'all. It's probably going to be in another video, but I don't know when. Okay. I needed to go ahead and buckle down and say, this is what I got to do. This is when I need to do it. So all of these things, not to mention that I do have to cook dinner. And all of this is coming in the next couple hours. But I have to get... Because, see, I wanted to get all this done because my stabilizer fabric, my stabilizer for my tote bags, is coming in soon. I'm hoping within the next hour or two. So, cross your fingers for me that it does come in, because me and FedEx, we do not have a good relationship. Lately, they've been really, really good. So I don't know if... every driver's different. So it was that one driver that we were getting consistently that was not... I think they absolutely refused to deliver back here to me. But I'm trying not to be, you know... I'm not trying to assume anything. So... Oh, poo. I meant to bring my knit top for the Aria knit. Alright, so it's not that big of a deal. I can tell you about it. I have about that much knit. So I'm about halfway down the V, because it's right now I'm going back and forth. And I've got about half the quantity of stitches I need before I join the V and then work the rest of it. Well, after I join the V, I'm going to have to start splitting for my arms and stuff. But I have about that much cream done. And I think what I'm going to do, I do want to try to just have it being the Bella Coco cream and then the Supernova by Yarn Bee. Because I do like, I like mentally how that will look. So what I might have to do is get 2 of the Supernovas caked up so that I can switch off if I want to do a band or 2 on my sleeves. Because I don't know. One of the colors from Bella Coco matches perfectly, but I would rather save that for a crochet top. So I'm doing this knit version, and I'm hoping that I can get this done. Keep your fingers crossed. I may end up having to go back to Hobby Lobby and see if I can find a complimentary, because they still sell it. They just don't sell it in the Supernova, because that was discontinued. That's why it was clearanced out. But I do know they have some more hand-painted, hand-dyed Yarn Bee at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to go check that out. Now, I will keep y'all updated on that progress, because I'm excited about that shirt. So that actually inspired me to wear my little knitted my knitted tank today. Plus, I've been feeling kind of icky about the way I look lately, so I feel good in this top, so I decided I was going to wear it. I do think that there's some alterations that I will make the next time, because even though I reduced a lot of my my shoulder strap length after I'd already finished it, and I just ended up pulling it all back out and shortening it some, and I really can't go up any higher because I'm already at a very high spot in under the arm. I think I might make the straps wider next time because of the tendency of it to curl. And y'all, I've told y'all before, I like to keep my bra strap hidden. And I think I might come up on the V-neck a little bit because I don't wear jewelry. So this is a whole lot of chest to be showing without some kind of jewelry or something to break up all that skin. I'm more comfortable in this, but when I look in the mirror, I'm like, whoa, that's a whole lot of chest showing. And it doesn't show my girls, it doesn't show cleavage or anything. It's just a whole lot of skin, you know? And I'm not modest. It's not a modesty thing. I feel perfectly comfortable with it in the regards of modesty. But it's just a lot of skin. So I was wondering if I might be able to bring it up later. Bring it up taller and then later split. And it might be a little bit more of a drastic angle. I don't know. This was that tip-top tank pattern that I showed y'all a long time ago. It is on Ravelry for free, I think. I'll link it below. And let me write that down, because if I don't, I will forget it. Wait a minute now. I'm all kind of confused. Okay, here we go. I didn't know I'd already started the thing. But anyway, so I felt, okay, I'm gonna wear my knit tank. All right, tip top tank link. Now, I was talking about my blankets that I want to do for donation. And I'm still doing those. Another tried and true favorite of mine is the zigzag chevron. Some call them waves. The waves are a little softer than the zigzag. I prefer the look of the zigzag. I've done both, but I think I'm going to do chevron zigzag stitch on one of the blankets. Now, with my grandson, I did and forgive the used aspect of some of these, I did these 3 colors. All right. And I'm thinking I did the light gray. Let me put the dark gray. Let me see. I don't know. I think I did this one. I think I did the dark gray. He's 5 years old, y'all. I don't remember. Anyway, so I got to looking and I was like, you know what? Beautiful shells would look pretty in that too. So, let me show you my beautiful shells. Now, I didn't use all of my colors. And by that, I mean, I did not use this is deep sea teal. And these are Karen 1-pounders. But I do think that would look good with these colors for the chevron. So I'm thinking I might do this. All right. I brought all these because I'm needing your opinion. So I thought about these 3 colors for a chevron. That way it could go girl, guy, you know, man, woman, girl, boy, either which way. It could go anything. And then I thought, well, I want a color to break it up. So should I go? I'm going to try to do this like this. Because I would probably do... Alright, let's see if I can do it this way. Nope, it's just not working, y'all. So, let me see if I can get them. It's probably because this floppy one right here. Nope, that's not the reason. I just can't do it. Anyway, that right there. I'm not digging that. Nope, that answers that question. That would be fine for a more masculine look. Now, this one's still attached to an old project that I'm going to be frogging, so I can do... There we go. I think I like that the best. So, I was wondering, alright, I'm thinking doing this, then white, or do a couple, like 2 rows of white in between every color. See, this is the part that drives me nuts about myself. Because when I start a project, like with my beautiful shells right here, I couldn't stand it. As I was working it, I couldn't stand how it was looking. I was like, you know what? I'm not liking it. But then when it was done, I loved it. And so I'm thinking, why do I get in my own head and get to a point to where, I mean, yes, when you're just starting out. Oh, and this is the rectangular version. And that's basically, because if you do a square version, which I've done them in blues and everything, but I like the rectangular version in the regards that it gives me a good throw type, right? Instead of just being a square, because if you're wanting a throw size, you're going to have to get pretty big in a square just for it to be long enough. So I thought, okay, well, I can't even remember where I saw someone make it a rectangle. It's been about 3 or 4 years ago since I did my first rectangle one, and I honestly cannot remember. I can't remember where I saw the first rectangular. I'm sure you could search YouTube on, or even Google, rectangular beautiful shells. Now, should I go with all of the teals? I think I'm going to stick with the teals and the white. If you think I should go add a gray in there, let me know. I don't think the light gray, I'm looking at it sitting on my table, and I'm not digging the light gray at all. So that's definitely out. But the darker gray, it does give me a little bit more darker masculine feel, even with this lighter robin's egg, even with that blended in. And I have enough. I should have 2 of everything except robin's egg. I don't know if I have another robin's egg over there. I've had these for years. Every time Joanne had these at 40-50% off, I would grab them. Way before I started working there, I would grab them because that is a deal. And I always got them in ombre colors because I am a huge fan of ombre. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm so indecisive. But I was thinking along those lines, okay, of doing just a chevron in that color palette to mimic this. And you know what? This beautiful shells really didn't take me that long. Now, when I do a square beautiful shells, it tends to take longer because it's a 2-row repeat, and essentially 1 row doesn't get you anything, because it's almost like the block stitch, that single, the chain and the single crochet row. Yeah, it's not meant to get you very far. It's just a foundation for that very next row that you're going to go on top of it. But being a beautiful shell, this has a little bit more of a feminine feel to me. Even though the colors could go either way, I just think the beautiful shell, I don't know. It reads more feminine to me. So that's when I said, okay, chevron, it's classic. I can do it with my eyes closed. I really literally can't, because y'all know about my fingers. But I mean, as far as the pattern, you know, getting it going and getting it repeated and whatnot, I got it down. I'm not worried about that. So I think that's where I'm gonna head. And then I also have the blue family of ombre that I want to do something with. And then I have, I'm not even gonna lie, because of where I live, I'm really thinking about doing a red and black blanket. And I think what I could do is black, red, white, and chevron, because I did one for my son in Hometown, USA, way back in the day. Now, after I posted that a while back in my list of videos, someone said that it's not as bad. It's not that bad. It might not be now, but 8 years ago, actually, no, wait. It was right before college. So they graduated in 2016. So it's been almost 10 years since I used that yarn. They might have changed the formula, and if they have, great. But I just really didn't like, I mean, I had it in my mouth, I had it in my hair, and it just shed so bad. And my son even said that. It was just, he would get it in his mouth when he was sleeping. I'm like, yeah, no. You won't hurt my feelings if you never ever use that blanket, baby. I'm not going to hold it against you, son. Don't use it. It's good. But I have Red Heart. I have Premier, those 1 pound that I got from the Dollar Tree, the $5 1-pounders. So I could easily do that and do the chevron in that. And by the time I do my second chevron, I might get tired of chevrons. So I might even end up doing a corner to corner. I don't know. It just depends on what the kind of time I have going. And I'll keep y'all updated. I mean, it's not like, I don't know why I think y'all would want to know, but but that's what I do here, right? I show y'all all the fun stuff that I do. And I'm sorry, this is just so, the one thing about the beautiful shell pattern is it is squishy. And it could be the Karen 1-pounder, but it's just, it's such a, oh, my nail snagged on my, I cannot stand that. When my rings or my nails snag on yarn. Probably because I need to do them. I put acrylic dip on top of my nails so they don't break. But I've been neglecting them lately. Because I got so much other stuff to do. Ugh. Anyway. So. The Beautiful Shells is a very squishy pattern. And I do like it. So what I might do, instead of doing, you know what, I'll do the 2 chevrons, these colors, and then the red, black, and white, or the black, red, and white. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start off and then end. You know what I might do? I might. So start with red, black, white, red, black, white. And then as I get closer to the center, you know, just do those 3 color rotations. And then as I get to the center, do maybe an abbreviated version, like half the rows. If I do, say, a 4-row color or 6-row color, do half of that for each color and then mirror them so it's, you know. I was just thinking, how could I end up with black? Or I could do red, black, white. Nope. It has to be, well, usually, let's see. I don't have my knitting bag in here, my project bag with my Georgia on it, but I'm looking over here at another Georgia fabric that I have, and it has red, white, black. So I could do that. I could do red, white, black all the way down and have it, make sure it ends on red, and then do white border. See, normally I don't border my chevrons. Or I could do red, white, black. I'm trying to figure out, because I wanted to have black on both ends, but I'll figure that out. I'm sitting here rambling about the color situation on those, but I think that's what I would want to do, is try to make sure that the top and the bottom, the 2 things that get handled the most, would be black or red, at least red. I don't want white. And that's why I'm very shocked I went with white as a border for this, because usually the outside always gets the roughest thing. Always. But I've noticed that when I do my chevron blankets, it looks so much cleaner if I don't put the border on there. And I don't know if it's the way I do my borders, or I'm not really sure why it works better aesthetically, look for me looking at it, not to have the border. And the beautiful shells, I mean, let's face it, you just stop on a row and it's a border, as long as you know you're on the right color. But you see how on this one I only did 2 full rows of white. Otherwise it was just my chain and then single crochet rows. Well, not chain, single crochets. It was actually, yes, it was. No, I'm thinking of block stitch, y'all. Don't pay me no mind. This one is chains and double crochets. But anyway, because I only did 2 solid rows of white right here and then 1 at the end. But I'm thinking, yeah, I might do that with this color family's chevron. Good grief. I couldn't think of the word to save my neck, y'all. Sorry, I'm trying to get this folded back up, because I like my things folded a certain way. And for this being a rectangular blanket, I like having the center of the rectangle in the middle, you know? Anyway. So, that's kind of where I'm at. I am still working on that knit shirt, like I said. Getting the bags made. Hopefully getting the totes made later, starting today. I've done some pre-cutting already. Speaking of totes, if I have emailed you, check your email, because I have a couple people that I'm still waiting to hear back from. I got your Highland cows, sweetheart. I got your emails, so we're good on that. I mean, we're still working through that. But there's a couple more people that I have emails out to. And I'm not going to start cutting fabric until I hear back from you. So check your emails if you talk to me about a tote, okay? Because barring FedEx messing up and not delivering my stuff to me, I should have it today. I hope. Now, I was going to and this is so comfortable, I keep propping my arms on it. I was going to get started on that today, on my chevron for this. I might not be able to, because like I said, I do need to get those beans. I don't have time for that. Either I do my pegboard or I do my beans. I think I might end up doing the beans though. The only problem is when I do my beans, it has to be done by the time I get ready for dinner. And that might interrupt me. Because it's going, time's slipping by really, really fast. It's like that daggone clock is just speeding by. But I wanted to get everything that I had to do today, and I'm still not. I know there's things I'm forgetting, because I had a list yesterday. I had written it down, and usually writing something down cements it in my brain. But the last couple years, that's not been the case. So I knew I wrote it down some blasted where, and I'm forgetting something. I don't know what I'm forgetting, or else I wouldn't be forgetting it, right? But there's something that's niggling the back of my brain saying, you were supposed to do me. You know, this is supposed to get done. I don't remember. I am waiting. I need some more stabilizer for my regular drawstring bags, and I need. Oh, that should be coming in soon, hopefully. Then I also ordered some more straps, since apparently the tote bags are a hit right now. I wanted a few different color tote nylon straps for my totes, and I found them on Amazon, and I only found some of them had 3.5 yards, so I bought those to kind of see if I can tell the colors, if those are the kind of colors that I want, much like I've been doing with my drawstrings on Amazon. But those only come in one big okay, I just dropped it. Hold on, y'all. I have an idea to organize all my bobbins, and it can't come soon enough because this little bitty container is not working. So I'm hoping that should be coming in 2 days, I think. I feel like I'm bleeding money lately. I'm buying all this stuff, and it's like, you know what? You need to slow down. And I know it's all for my business, all for my channel, but still, good grief. You know how you have buyer's remorse? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But hopefully, it'll solve the problem of all these extra strings on my bobbins. Back when I was playing Fishland on Temu, I don't play it anymore, but I was going to get me one of those as a freebie, and I put it as a freebie, and then only to be told it was out of stock by the time I won it. So it's like, well, crud. But anyway, so I'm doing with the nylon straps kind of what I do with these big spools. Now, these big spools, that's all you can buy. You can't buy smaller spools of that. So I am grateful that with these nylon straps that I've ordered, that they're 3.5 yards versus, you know, like 10, 20 yard things. Like I have, hang tight. I have these. Now these were 10 yard from Simplicity, and you can't go wrong with black and natural. And this can't even be considered white because, you know, you can see the tone difference. It's more of a light cream natural tone. But I didn't want to invest in a $10 thing of nylon webbing straps, whatever you want to call them, if I wasn't 100% certain that they would match the color family that I want them in, you know. So those should be coming in the next couple days. So cross your fingers. I'll show y'all them when they come in, but it just feels like I have so many things I need to get done, and they're just I'm not moving fast enough. It's not even that there's not enough time to do it. I feel like I'm not moving fast enough. And for those of you, when you put an order in on my website, wait. All right, Tina. I just seen an email from you. All right, I only read the headlines, so I don't know yet. It just says she found supernova yarn. So, okay, I might get excited. Anyway, I didn't even ask her to look for me, or I didn't even ask you to look, but you're so awesome. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I got so distracted. See, I don't even have the yarn in possession, and I'm already getting excited. Just the possibility that I could get more of that supernova yarn, because it's so beautiful. Oh, it's when I was working up that swatch, and if y'all don't know, if you're new and you didn't see that video, this is my swatch I made for that supernova. Look at those beautiful colors. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's just such bright, happy colors. Ugh. And it is a dream. It is so soft to work with. And I would not have figured. Now, one of my biggest complaints with the Hobby Lobby is that they're doing, I love this yarn, I love this cotton, and Yarn Bee, because it's their brand. It's the house brand, and that's all they want to carry, primarily. But they hit it out of the park with this. I am like crazy, over the roof excited about that kind of yarn. Now, anyway, I did forget what I was talking about because I saw that email pop up on my computer screen. I was talking about how I'm moving too slow. Yes, birdies? I think they forgot that we're in September. We're heading into fall weather here, and they're just chirping out there. Oh, I don't know if y'all heard it, but since I'm no longer in my cubby, I took my wind chime from the front of my house and I put it out here. So not only can I see it, sometimes I can hear it. Now, being this close to the back of my house, it doesn't get as much wind. So I don't hear it as much as I do up front, but it's all right. I still hear it sing to me every now and again. But I appreciate the time y'all spent with me today. I don't know what I'm forgetting to do. I don't know if it was something I was forgetting to do or something I was forgetting to show you. I don't know. And I've spent my entire video sitting here propped up on this, and I'm sorry. It's just very comfortable. Very comfortable. But I think I'm going to get off here. I don't know what time I started. I know at one point I said something about being 2:30. So if so, this video should only be about a half hour long. I mean, I know some of you like the hour-long content. And I love doing the hour-long content. But right now, I just feel like I feel like I'm talking in fast forward. Does that make sense? So I don't know if I'm rushing through what I'm wanting to talk about, or I just seen so many squirrels on the hour-long content. I see them even in the shorter content. But anyway, it's starting to get hot in here. So I'm going to have to get off here and get that AC cut on. Because even with this tank top, it's getting warm and toasties. But I will be back. And I'm going to show you. Because I'm going to get started on that chevron. And I don't know yet. Leave me your opinion down below in the comments. Because I might not get started on it as fast as I want to. I mean, should I break it up with like 1 or 2 rows of this? Similar to the way I do this in the block stitch on the chevron? Or should I go ahead and just do all the colors and then white and then all the colors and then white? You know, do it to where it's truly a gradient. Now, I don't think I have any more of this color. I think I used it all in this blanket. Because that would be a 4-color gradient. Because that would be, see, the robin's egg is this one right here. I don't know if you can see it now, sorry. The robin's egg is this one, not this one. And I think I used the last bit of it. But I'll have to look over there. I know I didn't have it on my other rack in my cubby. So I'm thinking I did finish, because when I finished this, I only had just a little bit wrapped up. It wouldn't even be a row of chevron. So I might have to only do a 3-color. That's why I was bringing in the white. I wanted a 4th color. And this is one of my starts to a hexagon cardigan until I realized this stuff was way too stiff. Plus, this right here, they're white. It has a little bit, there's a tone to it that almost looks like a cream. It's got a very faint cream tone to it. And I was like, when I held it up beside a red heart bright white or regular white, not the soft white, but this reminds me of the Red Heart Soft White. There. That is the easiest way to say it. And I was using way too small of a hook when I started this octagon. I mean, octagon. This hexagon. I'll get it right in a minute. But so I honestly, I can sit here and do this while I'm talking to you. That way it's ready to go. And it's not something that I have to worry about when I get there. But that's why I wanted the 4th color. Because I really do think that 4th color adds to the overall look. Now I have done 3-color ombres. But I do think that 4th color just kind of pushes it over the top. So, we'll do that. I just don't know how I should do it. Whether I should do a couple rows of this white in between every color. Because I like how the white is in here. But I don't know if that's another thing that makes it a little less masculine. I want it as gender neutral as I can get it. And I know that if I wanted pure gender neutrality, I should do tans, creams, or blacks with grays and white, or see, I couldn't do reds because those fade into pinks. Blues are, you know, those are out. Purples are out. So basically I'm left with teals, blacks, tans, to where I can kind of keep it basically just as neutral as I can get it. I'm almost there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get now wait a minute. It was this color. Okay, it was this color and then the bulldog for chevrons. Now for the block stitch, I'll have to pick another type color for that. I think I have sunflower yellow over there. I have like a brown, so I could do almost like an autumnal, yeah, an autumn color. Can't spit that word out right now, y'all. More like an autumn toned. I could do that. And I have enough red to where I could honestly do a Christmas one too. But I really don't want it to be wait a minute, you know what? I think I have in my blues, I don't have to go really, really light. I could keep it mid-tones, like a navy down to a mid-blue. Not even go as light as like cornflower blue or anything like that. I don't know. Anyway, I will keep y'all updated on those, because those are going to be my charity blankets. As much as I love this one, I might make this one a charity blanket. And I do love this blanket. Oh, I had so much fun working on this one. But we'll see. Like I said, 4 months, 4 blankets, 4 throws. Not the whole blanket, 4 throws. So, and in between all that, I'm still going to be making my bags. And I do want to start on some dresses for the little girls. That way I have plenty made. Because I would love to do at least 1 dress a month. Am I crazy? That might be reaching it a little bit. With all the sewing that I do have planned for myself and my daughter-in-law. And then here. That's what it was. Oh my gosh, I just remembered. I looked over there and that's what it was. I didn't forget, but I have to wait on my stabilizer for my drawstring bags, because I have to make liners. I have 3 liners. No, I have 2 liners of the flowers left, and then 1 liner of the vines. They're all white, but you know, that's what it was. And I can't get started on those until that comes in. But that's going to be an entire day, because I try to pre-make as many liners as I can. Like the last time, I pre-made 63 liners. That way, when I do get a bag order or I want to make a bag, I don't have to worry about, that's one less step that I have to do the day that I want to make the bags, you know? So, yep. I finally remembered. It only took me, for however long I've been chit-chatting with y'all, for me to remember what it was that I had on that list. And it was liner day. But that liner day is literally an entire day. Usually it's a day and a half. But the last time my daughter-in-law helped me out some, And I don't know if she's going to be able to help me out this time. So it's probably going to take me about a day and a half. Ugh. Yeah. So it might things might be a little bit delayed because it is a very big task to do that many liners, but it makes it to where if you order a bag and it's a custom bag, I can get it out to you quicker. So it's the future me is very appreciative of the day to day and a half that I do take to do them. So I'm going to do that. Anyway, I'm getting hotter and hotter as I sit here, probably because I'm starting to stress myself out with thinking about all that I have to do. So, today, tomorrow, whenever you get to watch this video, I hope you find some joy and do something that you thoroughly enjoy. It doesn't even have to be crafting. It could be hanging out with your favorite person, whether that's yourself or another human being. It doesn't matter. I hope you find that joy, and I hope you hold on to it. For now, I'm getting off here, and I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a great one now. Bye.